That's mine.
Nothing out. Oh! All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get started. Okay, a couple of housekeeping items before I introduce our talent. We have a cash bar still available for anybody that needs some drinks as we get into the evening. In addition, if you're still hungry, we do have menu items available for purchase additionally. I'm getting instructed. Much better. So, as our lovely table waiters are coming around, if you need additional food, please find one of them, flag them down, and we can arrange that for more food to come to your table. A huge thank you to our servers, the Cook Community College. They've been a tremendous help, so thank you, ladies. And it is time for me to introduce the two ladies that are going to kick off our entertainment tonight. They are the host and co-host of Coaching, Caffeine, and Comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, in the correct order, Haley Kobza and Lena Kober.
Well, since I'm the co-host, I don't really have to do a whole lot, so go.
No, this is not what it was about.
Slide, sir.
I like it because then we can't see anybody.
That's true.
So, well, first and foremost, thank you everybody for coming out. I know that you guys are all probably forced to come here.
Most of you, yeah.
If you don't get your money out of us, there's some really good music after. So,
Actually, you're going to get your money out of your cup.
because you get to take that home.
Or, possibly one of us.
And shout out to
Not you, just me.
What?
I get to go home with someone too.
I'm married.
I am too, but that's not what tonight is about. That's why we're here. Everybody put their keys in the bowl when they walked in. And I pick, or they pick. I don't want you to pick, because if you pick her, my feelings are going to be hurt. So pick me. But go ahead. You were saying things.
Well, I am younger, so I wouldn't know what they would pick. Sorry, speaking of the young thing, a huge shout out to your parents, though, for bringing me this jacket from Lena's high school days. Yes. You did bring those pants for me, but they didn't fit because they were like, oh my gosh, like they're so high and tight.
Well, anyway.
Oh my gosh. Anyways.
I do have pictures in that jacket. It looks good on you.
Thank you.
Thank
And you did bring your Letterman jacket for me to wear too.
Tyler was wearing it
Tyler was
earlier.
wearing it, yeah.
It looks good.
And,
Yeah, it's good.
but also, speaking of our cups, huge shout out to one of our podcast guests that we had on our show.
Oh, that guy.
That guy.
Thanks for shaving. Thanks for shaving tonight and dressing up. Looking good. Looking good in the corner booth. Looks like you should have went to the gym with Charlie before you came, but it's fine. It's fine.
So, anyways, Lena, also we didn't rehearse this at all because we don't want that.
Nope.
We don't rehearse our podcast.
Or our bedroom scenes. Or do we, Jared? So I left my husband at home, Jake, and I brought my boyfriend, Jared. Because Jake, he's kind of, secretive about things, but my boyfriend, Jared, he likes to tell. Don't you, Jared? No? Okay. Oh my gosh.
So, now I see why he didn't want to come sit up here by Clay.
No.
Yeah. Also shout out to them for coming.
Thank you, husband.
Thank you.
That's why we're not going to talk about you tonight.
Yeah, it's not about you, it's about
Nope.
us.
About us.
But yeah, for those of you that don't know, like Clay never comes to McCook, so I am actually married. He's the cute guy in the cowboy hat right over there.
Hey.
This one's my brother. It's not.
Yeah, let's not get that. That's weird. Let's not get that confused. Brother and husband.
What else, Lena?
No, thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it. This is our first show, possibly our last. But we're hoping to do it again. We've already requested the room. We won't have it on homecoming. Thank you for hanging up your jerseys and your uniforms and not having to go, reminisce and be here instead. Thank you.
Yeah, I love when we had this day set and Jamie texts. He's like, oh, by the way, that's homecoming day. And I'm like, we've already told people?
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
We're
My
going.
kids, we're just still doing wild league. I don't know what homecoming even means.
Football's a big thing in this town?
I guess so.
I
We
said-
still filled the room.
And that's exactly
Yeah.
right. Again, all forced. Everybody was like forced
Yes,
to come here.
100%. Yes, we paid for everybody's tables, so thank you.
Yeah. All right, yeah. I think that's enough thank you. Oh, well, and of course, let's thank Sainers. Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you,
for
Sainers.
putting up with us.
Thank you, volleyball girls.
Thank you. And Andrew. Thanks,
Yes,
volleyball girls.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Did you have a good week?
We did have a good week.
Raise of hands if you've listened to our podcast. No pressure. Thank you.
That's
We won't be talking about you tonight, but everybody else, you're fair game.
The other 40 of you that didn't have your hands raised, we will be definitely thinking about the crowd tonight.
Yes.
Coaching Caffeine and Comedy, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Spotify.
That's right. Did you have a good week?
I did have a good week. We beat North Platte 3 sets.
Beat North Platte. Thank the Lord.
That was fun.
I mean, when we planned this, besides homecoming, we're both volleyball coaches. I mean, my schedule's intense. Junior high volleyball, we have 6 games. 6. I don't know why. That's a lot. That's intense. What do you probably have? Similar 6? What do you got?
We had like 6 games last week.
But that's college. I mean, that's fine. You get in a bus, you're going to Bingo Inn, right? That's where we go.
We're going to Beatrice tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Oh, a little bit of a drive. Okay, that's fine.
And our bus driver would have been here, but he's getting back at like 2 a.m. and then getting up and leaving at 6. So
yeah. So we weren't thinking when we did this. I think that's best not to think too much about it.
No,
so yeah, that's kind of normal. You're right. But so I want to apologize to all you townies because I've been blaming all the world's problems on you guys. Okay, like you townies, your kids are ruining the world. Like because country folk, we know how to live. We know what we're doing. We're raising smart kids. Okay?
Amen.
The rest of you, like, the world is crumbling because of you and your children. And I have friends that are townies. Their kids don't know where eggs come from. It's not their fault. They live in town. They go to a store. They don't understand.
they buy their chicken.
They buy their chicken. Yes, they don't even know it's an animal. They're just like, it's produced in a factory. I bring it home. But
McDonald's sells it.
McDonald's sells it. But today, I'm apologizing because I got pulled over 2 blocks from school. Yes.
2 days ago, because she was just in the... Oh my, the picture that you sent.
Yeah.
She was like, look at the cherry in the back. And I'm like, Josh Cherry?
Yeah,
What?
no, I would not be right in
cop
that
car.
Yeah,
And
no.
she's pulled over.
2 blocks from school. And I was like,
And she was running late.
I was running late.
She was running late.
And the new guy, 9 minutes into this, I was like, girls, you gotta get out. I was like, you have to walk to school today. You're getting out. Get out. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, physically, this is me talking. I have to be honest tonight. Like 98.7% of what I say is gonna be true. Because one, my parents are here. They conceived this. And by conceived, I mean the old-fashioned way, all right? And my husband's here, so he knows. And my friends from high school here, they know what's true. Not. This is true. I said, get out and walk to school. You're walking. You can see it from here. It's like, yeah, you saw them. And they get out and they start walking. And one of them comes back and goes, what do I do when I get to the street? And I was like, sweet Jesus! We're the problem. Country kids are ruining the world. They don't even know how to cross the damn street.
Yeah.
And I said, look both ways and go. What's so hard about that? And then people are texting me. They said, you're getting out of the ticket. And I said, yes. All I had to say was, I'm a Catholic school librarian. And then somebody said, is that why you had to kick the kids out of the car? And I was like, mind your business, okay? I got my warning and my kids got to school. I get to school and Father Kivanaugh meets me in the library. And he goes, I heard you got out of your ticket today. I said, yes, I did. And he goes, and how did you do that? I said, you know what, Father? I'll talk to you in confession. Don't worry about it, all right? Country kids.
Well, that's, like Trip, being country kids, you just teach kids to pee outside because there's no neighbors, right? Our daycare, the college daycare, it's on the corner, very busy street, and we have a 40-minute drive to school every day, and so now I'm at the point, like, we will get pulled over, Trip, and I'll go to jail if we have to stop on the side of the road every day for you to pee, because he likes to pee and make sure, like, all the truck drivers see him, and they'll wave, and I'm like, we're not doing that anymore, we don't have the time. So now, it's like a race to, if I can get him before he pees right there, drop off.
Jake can't make it 15 minutes to town. So, I mean, the fact that Trip is making it 45.
Yeah, if I walk around the car, Trip's already out peeing.
Yeah.
And everybody else is dropping their kids off. And I'm like,
That happens.
I don't
It
know.
happens.
There's
Working
back.
country life. Country life. There's so many things, like the people blame country folk, like all their problems are because of us, like the cats. Okay, like, no, it's you townies. You don't control the cat population. We do in the country, okay? Because we run most of them over. It's totally accidental. Jake has like wiped out 5 in the last 6 months, our favorites. We find them on the road, we kick them out of the way, and we cut our own cats. So we're not contributing a little ether in a boot, stuff their face in it.
Sorry, this is news to me.
This is real life. This is country life. Where have you been playing? Where has she been? You spray ether in the boot, you shove the cat's face in the boot, and then you rippity and you snippity. And the sounds that go with it are horrible, but it gets the job done.
Is this real life?
This is real life. It's not made up. Jake's, right? This is not, we're doing it, okay? So the cat thing. We don't spend a lot of money on our cats.
But
Unless
you bought a cat.
I did buy a cat.
You bought a cat. Yeah,
We don't take them to the vet.
we don't talk about that.
We don't know.
That just
The
happens.
cats don't go to the vet because God heals them. Because they're country cats. God heals country cats. Townies, they got all kinds of diseases because they're too close together. We have 5 cats, they spread out, they don't share germs, they don't spread diseases. But we lost a cat in the swimming pool. Our favorite cat.
One favorite free.
Free cat died. And so I said, I'm crying, she's crying, we're crying. Jake's not, but everybody like we are. I said, I will replace your cat. The Humane Society was lying to me because I went on their website and said, covering all fees. It's like, this is meant to be free freaking cat. I'm getting a free cat because our favorite cat died. We go to the Humane Society, we pick out our cat. The daughter who lost her cat can't, it's too emotional, but the middle one's all about it. She picks out a new cat, the little one picks out a new cat. It's like, we're only getting 1 cat today. This is not about everybody, it's about 1. So she picks out her cat, I go to the counter, and they're like doing all this fancy stuff, telling me thank you, because I'm saving a cat. She's like, that'll be $75. I was like, no, I read on the website, you're covering all fees. That was the snip and clip fees, so we do ourselves anyways. So they've already been snipped and clipped, but I'm paying $75 to bring home Pearl.
An inside house cat.
It wasn't inside for very long. Because I've gone to a work potluck. You've all gone to a work potluck. And you know those people that have too many cats that are letting them put their paws in the cookies, like stamping it. You thought it was a peanut butter cookie with the fork? No, those are paw prints. That's not a fork. No, we've all been there.
The cat lasagna.
Oh, shiz. So if you name your cat Missy or Aunt M, a person's name, they're baking with you. If your cat is named like Wonder, Biscuit, Muffin, they're not baking. They're outside where they should be. They're killing mice.
Yes, yeah.
For you non-cat owners in the country, it's an episode, it's a scene from Disney. The mice are in the house. You know who I'm looking at right now. You don't have any cats. You don't like cats. Well, you have a lot of mice. All right? You need about 4 cats, maybe 5, and you don't have any mice. Right? It's true. This is true.
This is true. Oh yeah. The Cobases, I think went through about 40.
Oh, sweet Lord.
We just get like a pack, so it's like 3 kitties. We'll take all 8. Hope they all survive.
They'll make it tomorrow.
Yeah, we've had
Yeah.
the Stina Messenger. She's not here, but they make some good barn cats. They're at the feedlot.
They're not tire-proof, but
They're not tire. They ride in vehicles.
Yes.
Or car door proof.
I know, it's not good.
We have this one freaking cat. I'm like, we've been waiting for it because our little daughter, Sassy.
That's the cat's name?
That was the cat's name.
Oh.
You know, and again,
Was.
raccoons, dogs, things happen, and it
Yes.
didn't make it, so we had to wait for another litter to come about.
Yeah, this is sad.
So we got Mr. Sassy, number 2. And you know this because I texted Jake because I didn't want to text my husband because I know Clay would have lost it. Because you don't take cats to
You
the
don't
vet.
take cats to the vet.
And I'm driving in town because I've smashed this cat in the door of my car, and it's like, not making it. And I'm like, oh gosh, we worked so hard for this stupid cat.
No.
So I have it in my arms, driving to McCook, and I'm like, I don't even have a vet clinic in
No,
McCook.
no.
So I text Jake and Lena, and Jake's like, no, I think it was Cherokee Conroy.
Oh, Cherokee.
He was like, just drop it off at the lake. And I was like, all right, you're not the one I'm asking.
No.
So
So some
then-
like native ritual he knows about that they do there to fix it.
But yeah, just throw it in a bag. Okay, no. So Jake's like, okay, go to this vet, just put it under our name.
What?
Our
No,
name.
we did not. We don't even pay for our own cats. We're not paying for hers.
And Letty's in the back. She's like, oh, are we taking Mr. Sassy for show and tell? And I'm like, if he needs it.
If they can get his eye button put back in, we will take it.
I was the first one there. The doors were locked. I'm just out there like, hi, you don't know me. Look at this freaking free cat. And I literally was like, don't do anything if it's over 300. Just,
Oh my gosh!
let it go. I know, 300. I don't know, the number just came out.
Oh my, yeah.
Because I was my daughter. She was just like,
Is Clay just now finding out about this?
I don't know,
This is the
because
first time he's heard about
I
it.
tried to keep it a secret, so then I brought the goal was to beat Clay home, so I had the freaking cat and all that's medicine.
Oh, this cat.
A bag full of medicine that cost about $300.
Have you ever tried to get medicine to a cat?
It's so
It's stupid! It's
You're like
stupid!
holding it by the neck,
Yes.
just like holding its legs.
Why are we going in the end that has the teeth?
Yeah,
Shove it in the other end and call it good. Like, stay away from the fangs and go to the backside.
Well, of course, it didn't work out. So Clay beat me home, and I'm trying to sneak this medicine in the fridge.
No.
He's like, what is that? And I was like,
Refrigerated. For God's
Refrigerated.
sakes.
I was like, you don't want to know. You don't.
Sweet home
I was like, our happiness of our children is
It's worth almost $300.
almost $300.
Yeah.
Yeah, this freaking cat,
Freaking cat.
Mr. Sassy.
Mr.
I'll send photos. He is kind of cute. Well, yeah, and Sassy 1 was a female, and then we found out Sassy number 2 has sex.
We can do that. We got you covered.
Now that I know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my
I
gosh.
feel like a pro. I wear electrical gloves that cover up to the elbow, and so no one's getting hurt. You're not going to get hurt as long as you hold on tight.
The things.
Yeah, I know. It's called country life. We're saving the world, so I thought until yesterday.
Be honest, how many have you cut?
I've watched it happen.
And the truth comes out. Okay, so do you really butcher the chickens, or is that Jake? Because now I'm super
Okay,
confused.
you know what? I made those chickens for the volleyball girls. Does it matter if I was there when they were butchered?
Wait, so you didn't butcher them? You literally told me that you butchered like 5 chickens.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, stop. Those chickens were free range. Were they not delicious? You could tell they had lived in nature and were happy, correct?
They were delicious.
Yes, they were delicious. I was not there when they met their end, okay? But my family members were. I sent the children because it's educational, it's science. It's like homeschooling. Okay, yes. We throw them in the tumbler. This is what Celia told me. You throw them in the, you boil them? I don't know the steps.
Wait, so you
but
don't do any of it?
But I know there's something, you boil them, you throw them in the tumbler, you have to turn them upside down, then you slit the throat, you have to do it just right, blood runs out. Right? Is this right? I think this is right.
Why are you looking over here?
I don't know, there's gotta be somebody.
Do they know?
I saw a cowboy hat.
I feel like you should know.
No, I was like, the cowboy hat people know how to put your ginger hat on. Then I was like, they know how to butcher a chicken. It happens. You know what? The thing we don't do it ourselves is the cutting of other things, Jake. If you want us to talk about that, all right? Okay?
Oh, we're talking about that now?
Well, I don't know what time is it.
Wait, did Jake get that done?
Well, supposedly Jake got some. You don't have 3 kids in 3 years and think, let's keep going. This is fun. I love having 3 kids in diapers. Best idea I've ever had. So Jake said, think harder than 3 girls is 4. And I said, I agree. I don't know what you know about it, but I agree with you. I said, it's time to make a decision. He's like, decision's made. If you met Jake, that's my husband at home, not my boyfriend Jared that's here. But Jake, he could have played in a Y basketball game 8 years ago and rolled his ankle and still have pain. It still hurts, okay? But he gets a vasectomy and I don't hear a word about it, okay? I haven't seen my explanation of benefits. I actually, because of this show, I called the clinic. I have ins with the clinic.
Oh, well,
And I said, I need you to go back the last 12 years and see if there's been anything about vasectomy because every country neighbor around us is having kids. Except, I said, something's going on. And I called Nicole. Nicole, what did you find out?
I mean, and all
What?
HIPAA, she says.
HIPAA. Okay, fine. Well, she told me earlier, no record of anything. So there's been no snip and clip. He wore a bag of peas in his underwear for 2 days, and he's like, I feel great. And I was like, you rolled your ankle 8 years ago in a Y basketball game, and you still limp, but you feel great today. Every other guy we've known it has either got like elephantitis, or they've got a blood thing that goes all the way down to their knee. The wives are here, you know who I'm talking about. We can just like blood, and Jake's just fine. Like he comes out of it, he's like, I feel great.
Well, see, and so the thing about that was really concerns me because Clay would not get it done because he's like, you can't wear jeans for a month.
Oh yeah. Oh no, Jake was in tight Wranglers the next
Oh my
day.
God, yeah. And so, like everybody that I've talked about, they're like, oh yeah, don't do it.
No, don't do it.
And then I'm telling Jenna about this, and she's like, oh my God, thought, thank goodness he didn't get it.
Yeah.
She had to go to the ER with her.
Oh, yeah. Like the blood thing starts on the sack.
Yeah,
goes
and then
clear
it
down to
bruises
the knee.
all the way down
Then-
the foot.
And one guy's nut was sizer than bigger than my left cheek.
Okay, you and Jen almost have the same people.
We know the same people. I'm not saying I'm talking about her. That's a HIPAA.
But it might have been
her husband. I saw the pictures. So Jake rocking around a day later, it never happened. There's no way. Then he says to me, get down here and look. There's a little mark. And I said, I have seen you in the bathroom with your razor. There's no way those cuts all over are from the surgeon. That's not surgical. That's you getting sloppy with the razor. Stop.
What are you doing down there anyways?
I was looking for proof.
Oh,
There's no reason for my face to be in that area. At least that's what my mom told me. Right?
Oh my God. That's
She did. She said, no, your face does not need to be. They're going to tell you your face needs to be down there for them to breathe better. But that is not true. She worked in a hospital for 25 years. I trust her. I trust my mom. Speaking of my mom and dad, great people.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be making out before the night's over. They are the creepiest people, and I tell you what, like my friends never, their parents. My friends were always like, you used to let my parents sit by your parents in the basketball game. Because by the time
Is
the game's
this
over-
true? Is this true? Michelle's?
Yes. Did they make out? All of my friends have walked in on my parents at least once. I'm just saying, freedom. I can't get Jake to hold my hand into Walmart, and I can't get my friends not to see my parents doing stuff. But Jake and I lived with them for 18 months while we were building our house.
Oh, bless.
It wasn't bad. I mean, we conceived 2 children in their basement. It's not weird at all. But it's their only grandkids. You do what you gotta do. You know, I mean, for them. I mean, my kids are gonna take care of them, so I did it to provide care
Oh,
for
that's
my
good.
parents.
We're doing this all wrong because in my family, it's like we're drawing straws who gets to take care of mom and dad.
No, start shelling out kids. And then
they'll
you say,
watch them.
yes, you say, you're going to take care of grandma and grandpa when they get older.
We got some old nieces and nephews, so that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jake, I'm glad you're at home and you didn't have to hear about this. Jared, I love you. So, I love you. We did not, so on Saturday, Koza called me and goes, you know what we're doing next week? I was like, we're at St. Ernst. She goes, no, do you know what we're doing? And I was like, are you wanting to rehearse? Like, are you wanting to go over things? She goes,
I just needed a note card.
yeah, she's like, can you come in and meet, like, just give me a note card, like, what do you want to talk about? I was like, just write down cats and vasectomies. I got it.
I was reading that list to Clay today, and he was like, why the beep would you be talking about vasectomies? And I'm like, well, because you didn't get one,
Yeah.
so.
He looked at the same pictures I did. Well, I wouldn't get one either.
And,
Good job.
and also Clay's afraid of needles, so that would have.
I don't know if they, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you have to, and you're awake during that, so that was another thing. He was like, yeah, right, one a needle and then going down there.
Yeah.
No.
Because we weren't awake for things.
Well, yeah, so mine
I
was
mean,
like,
I wasn't awake for the thing that got to the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
we
just,
just-
yeah, that's fine. What? Oh, did you just get that? I wasn't awake for it. No, I wasn't. It wasn't a show. It's just best that way. Because I put a comment card afterwards, and he's just tired of reading my comments. And like, okay, I mean, I think it was fine, but, and he's like, it's just best when you're sleeping. It just works out better for everybody. Oh, and my mother-in-law's here too. I'm not gonna point her out because she doesn't feel comfortable, and I don't feel comfortable. But yeah, I know this is awkward. It's just awkward.
wait, who's your mother-in-law? Where is she? Okay. All right, we'll talk later. I think one of the funniest things with our podcast is like sometimes you get a little out of hand.
I am not.
And then I have to look at you, and it's so odd because we'll have somebody and I'll be like, think that's a little much?
Oh, stop. Yeah, like old, the guy in the back there. That guy.
Which one?
The one that didn't shave.
That one?
Yeah, that guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was there. I wasn't inappropriate for him. I was nice.
No. I'm trying to think who else we've had on there that's been. They're not here.
No, they're not here.
Holtis and Smalley.
No, those people.
But the one wife is here, so we'll be nice.
Yeah,
maybe
we'll be
to
nice.
that one.
Yeah,
Those two were.
didn't have our shirts on in that one, so they said.
But yeah.
Yeah.
We actually did have.
We did have our
I had
shirts
my
on.
shirt on. Lena did not.
I did not. I'd been swimming laps that day, so I was in my lap swimsuit. Maybe. It's nice.
Oh,
Not sexy, but nice. It gets me up and down lap. the lanes. It gets me up and down.
You did actually go swimming that day, didn't you?
I said 98.7% of what I say is going to be true. I did time lapse that day.
Okay, here we go.
I did.
Here we go.
I did.
Yeah, and well, when we did that episode, it was like a hot box.
Oh,
No AC in
Hold
the
on,
Keystone.
man.
And Lena walks in there and immediately she's on her phone. She's like, you get you up here
Oh, yeah.
and you fix this AC.
If you look around the room, there's one guy who's never been to the gym, and he's here, okay? I mean, his arms are the size of my thighs, so maybe he's been in a gym, but he is the economic developer, and I was like, dude, it is so hot in here. I was like, I cannot breathe. You've got to fix this. And he's like, this does not sound like my problem. And I was like, actually, it is, because I'm in my swimsuit right now, so unless you want me out in the front of this damn building, you're gonna fix the AC.
It was so hot. And it was so
hot.
Small and Holmes, they're like, they have to sit close to each other because there's only one mic.
There's only
And they're
one
like,
mic, and they're
this,
leaning
and they're like
in.
sweating together.
So gross. It was awful. It was so awful.
And then then the AC got working. And you put it on like 62 because you're having hot flashes or whatever.
No, it was not.
And I was like so cold, I was sitting on my feet.
You didn't have shoes on.
I had sandals.
Yeah, I know.
And my poor toe-sickles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my grandma said all your heat leaves your head and your toes. Like wear slippers or something. It was not cool. It was comfortable.
It was
Speaking
freezing.
of comfortable, sweet Lord, the sweatshirt. Sweatshirts they make in 88 are hot, especially with lights.
Oh, that's probably like a Gildan or something.
Yeah,
a Russell.
it is.
A Russell.
Russell. How'd you
Probably
know?
a Russell.
It
Because
is.
I also have a sister your age, so.
Is your mom here? How old is her? How old's your sister, Mom?
46. My sister is the same age as
Mom tuned
Lena.
out the moment she walked in because she's like, I've heard enough from this person my whole life. I'm not listening.
I just remember looking at that photo of Lena. You know which one?
Oh, nice polo.
Leaning up against a tree.
Yeah.
That photo. And I'm like, I have seen this look somewhere before. I'm like, who has this look? I was like, wait, my sister has the same wardrobe.
76. That's
Yeah.
a 1976.
Yeah, and so then I did some math and I asked you, like, really, how old are you?
Yeah, and I was honest.
You were honest.
46.
And then I was like, oh my gosh, you're the same age as my sister,
She's amazing.
who basically raised me.
Yeah, is she here?
She is not.
Raised you? What?
Well, yeah, because, parents are busy, so then you get all these, I was a big, whoops.
Oh.
Like 12 years later, let's have a baby for the kids to play with.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, so my
Yeah.
brother,
And
well,
actually-
they all claim they've raised me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
They're
what my parents were.
They're to blame. Your parents must be great people. You have terrible siblings.
But they did a great job. They did a
That's
fabulous job.
Yeah.
They did.
They did.
Yeah, they've taught me a lot of things. I think at the age of 4, I was already flipping people off, and
Oh, I've never done that.
no,
No.
they taught me all the vocabulary that I know.
I don't use a lot of colorful vocabulary, but
I do
do
still
some.
have it's like this jacket. It's very colorful.
It is, it's nice.
But that happened because of Clay.
The flipping off of the language?
The cussing. Because I one time told Clay, I was like, Clay, could you just stop using the F word so much? And he's like, it just gets the point across better.
Yeah.
So now I've used that in my life.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No? Nobody?
There's moments around certain people I cuss a lot, but I had really terrible uncles that raised me. My dad's one of 11, and he had like 7 brothers, and they were kind of like grandpas, yet uncles, and they were terrible. After a year of being married, we didn't have a kid, and at Thanksgiving, my uncle's like, I got you guys a book. And I was like, oh, like that's nice, like probably family tree, like this is special.
Oh.
He's like, I guess you don't know what you're doing. And it has pictures. And I was like, what?
Your uncle?
Uncle, he's like
Gave it
70.
to you and Jake?
To Jake, he's the one not getting the job done. He's like 70-some years old. And he's like, Jake, it has pictures. It's gonna help you. This is gonna work. Well, it worked, because we had 3 in 3 years. Then that Thanksgiving, I have another uncle, and he's like, I have a surprise. There's something I want you to open. Okay, at our Thanksgivings, there's like 80 to 120 people.
Right.
So we circle around for prayer, okay? And he's like, I want you to open this. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like his favorite niece. Like this is a moment. I'm having a moment with this uncle in front of everyone. This is my time to shine. It's a year's supply of condoms. And I was like, what? I just stopped. He goes, I think you guys read the book. Oh, yeah.
Your kids are adorable though.
Speaking of reading the book, they are adorable. But there's another guy here who embarrassed me because of the children thing. Still working at the college. We don't have to point at him.
Just look at him
Yeah, just look at him.
at the end.
Yeah, and we're doing this big, huge conference for like firemen.
Uh-huh.
okay?
Oh.
And there's a big speaker.
Okay.
And he's like, this is, the girl who helped set this whole event up. Her name's Lena, and I was very great. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Did you want to say something?
No.
No, go ahead. Is this the time?
No, this is your time. This is your time.
I get a moment as a co-host.
You get the moment.
This is my moment.
Yep.
And I was very, very pregnant, and he, to the speaker, and he's like, this lady helped set everything up. She's your gal, if anything you need. And there's probably 50 firemen in this room. And he's like, guys, everybody, I'm going to pass the buck around, put your money in it. This girl and her husband obviously need a new TV. She's been pregnant for the last 3 years, so let's help her out. And I was like, what? I didn't even know what to say. I was like, okay, I think you guys got everything, we're going to go. And I just exited the building.
You probably got a lot of money.
I did. I never saw that money, but I bet I did. I was a cute pregnant lady. Yeah, it was. Oh, I was mortified. I was like, what else is there to do in your parents' basement? I mean, let's be real. And there actually was not a TV. Wait, yeah, we did have a TV after the first one. And that was okay. Sorry. Yeah. Wait.
Thanks, Jake.
My
I'm going to start coming
that's
for you for
your-
clarification now because clearly can't trust anything she says. Especially about the chickens. I'm still just like, I just remember telling him, I was like, Lena butchers her own chickens. And he's like, who is this gal? I'm like, I don't know, but they kill their own food.
Okay. I feel bad that we're back to that because I feel like you don't trust me now.
No, I do.
We did butcher them.
We.
Okay. Just like when I have a lot of projects around the house, I say, we need to fix this. And Jay goes by, we, you mean me. And I was like, that's fine. If you want to give me the nail gun and you want me to go to work, I will do it. Not well, so it's your choice. You're either fixing it or you're doing it right the first time. But I say we all the time. We've got a lot to do this weekend. He's like, this part of we doesn't have anything to do but watch football. And I was like, actually, I wrote we on the top of the to-do list. That includes you.
For you.
Him. That guy. Not that guy. That guy's at home.
Right.
Yeah, that's Jared. That's Jared. That's
Jared.
my boyfriend.
Yeah. I don't have it.
Well, you're a lot of work.
To keep them, happy. It's a lot of laundry to clean.
Yeah.
What else were we going to talk about?
Do you have your note card? Oh, okay. Besides that, you get to take your nice cups home. This is your first piece of merch from coaching caffeine and comedy. Yes.
I don't have this on my phone, but I had to read this. So a special someone sent me the 1984 yearbook. What year? Sorry, 86.
Look at the side of the jacket.
Oh my
94.
94.
Oh my gosh, 86.
I forgot. It's just it's together.
Yes,
Together.
94. Oh.
Okay. Nickname Winnie.
Weenie. Sweet
Weenie?
boy. Yes, weenie. Meanie weenie. I guess I was not kind as a kid. Those uncles, I think I stabbed my one uncle with a fork. It penetrated his jeans and went into his leg. And then the other one, I believe my dad had some porcupine quills. And I was like, I wonder if these still stick. And wait a minute, jam it. Yeah.
Oh
They
my gosh.
named me that, my relatives, because I was kind of I liked roughhouse.
Okay.
Like,
Your favorite saying?
In 1994. Whatever. 1994. That was everyone's favorite saying, not just mine.
Yeah. Okay. 10 years from now, you'll be making money.
Not tonight.
Not kids.
No, not tonight. This is free will doing. Yes.
Okay. This last one, the will. No, they don't even do this anymore because people's feelings get hurt. But this is great. It's really small. I, Lena. How do you say your Colbert?
Yeah, Colbert. I know, Colbert, Coble, I'm married to
That's
cousin.
so
It's fine.
odd.
Go on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I, Lena.
What? Some people have been drinking. Okay, keep going.
Will, hot, and been and gay, a lot of good-looking men in Ogallala, a hot cup of coffee. What's with this? Do you have boyfriends in Ogallala?
No, I don't know where shut up. Keep going.
And a hot cup of coffee at the Ogallala truck stop in a motel room with a view.
Whoa! This was high school? No,
Yes,
I just like this yesterday.
No.
Me and
You
Jared.
will hot and been gay.
I know.
They let you put this in there?
That's why they don't do them anymore.
A lot of good-looking men in Ogallala and a hot cup of coffee.
Anyone here from Ogallala? Are there any good-looking men in Ogallala? No.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Ogallala.
That's why she came to McCook.
Yeah, is there good coffee at the truck stop? I'm so confused.
This is awkward.
There's a motel there? This
Okay.
is so odd.
So my oldest, who is 10, says to me the other day, so how many boyfriends, and Jake's like, when they ask us questions, we need to be able to be honest, okay? And so I was like, wait, you have to be honest.
You do?
I don't know. I didn't think so. And so I was going with that until this question, and he said, how many boyfriends should you have before you get married? And Jake looks at me and mouths, do not be honest. And so I was like, I like to date. Commitment was more of an issue, and it's not like I dated winners, so I was like moving quickly. I was like, I'm not a winner, no. So I said, 2. 2 is a great number. Just stick with 2. And we kind of quickly moved on. Because I was like, I don't know what to do. And there's going to be worse questions. That's mild. I feel like that's a very mild question. Like, how many men did you
Ever.
So they think I dated 2 before Jake. But Jake would have been in 6th grade while I was dating these 2.
So I completely forgot about that. So doing the math here.
Yeah.
Lena is the age of my sister, and Jake is the age of me. Pretty much. Okay, maybe like 2 years older. But not, anyway, so it's fine. Yeah.
So then Kenlyn says to me, did you want to marry them? And I was like, no. She's like, if Dad asked you again to marry him,
oh my gosh.
what would you say? And she goes, and I think you need to think a little harder this time. He pissed her off earlier in the day, and this was the way she was.
Is this the middle child?
This is the baby.
Oh, I could have definitely saw that from old number 2.
Oh, number 2, she's like,
Number 2 is.
Ice heart.
I'm quite sure she flips me off every time I see her.
Yeah, just with her eyes. She doesn't even have to use her fingers. She just looks
like you and turn around and be like,
you did this.
Oh,
Yes, yeah. But no, I just said, I think, did something happen? She goes, I just think big decisions need more time. I think she may have been, no, there's a little truth. There's some truth in that. And so I just said, you know what, it's fine. It's fine. And then Celia goes, I don't think everybody is as weird as you two. And I was like, you might be right. And I said, what do you mean? She was like, the stuff you guys do. And I was like, what? I don't know. And so I said, I don't think I understand what you're talking about. She goes, well, like when you go into your room and you shut the door.
Oh my gosh.
And she goes, you say you're playing cards. I don't think I've ever said I was playing cards. I don't think I've ever said pulling cards.
I just know, you guys do shut the door. You guys have that rule that they can't come knock on the door or anything unless somebody cuts a leg off.
Even then, you will be fine for 2 minutes. You're gonna be fine. Just wait. We'll be there in a second. Yeah, wait. Jeez, your dad's gonna cramp up, or that ankle that he hurt at the white basketball game.
It's gonna come in. Gotta change it.
Oh my gosh, my ankle! I was like, you're laying down. I don't understand what's happening. You're fine. You're fine. That's what we say to everything. You could cut your leg off,
Right.
but because of country folk, we raise kids right. You're fine.
Oh, butterfly band-aids all the way.
No, grandmas are the people who would introduce band-aids. You didn't need a band-aid until you went to grandma's house.
That's probably a good point.
Yes, everything else was fine, and then grandma comes along, she's like, oh, I got you these special band-aids. And then you need a band-aid for everything.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
then, and then they ask for them Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of kids, Trip the other day, I told you about him waking up, doing his morning deed.
Oh,
Good
I don't have
Lord.
boys.
And this is usually when this happens. Yeah, you have girls. We can get into that.
Yeah.
But for boys, and these situations always happen when Clay's not home, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how to handle this. So the first one, they wake up and and he continues to go to the bathroom, and nothing's happening. And I'm like, by the 3rd time, I'm like, Trip, what is? And I'm trying to get ready, and I'm like, Trip, what is going on? He's like, I don't know. I think it has to go pee. But it won't go. And I'm like, that's a question for your father. When he's here, we'll call him when we go on the way into Macook. Next day, not the next day, maybe like a few weeks later, I'm getting ready. Trip, I'm always in there getting ready, and he wakes up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at 5:30 every morning like his father. So I'm trying to get ready, and Trip goes in there and goes pee, brushes his teeth, and I'm brushing my teeth, and he's gonna go pee, and he's like, hey mom. And I was like, hey Trip, like morning, and he's just so happy. And he's like, you wanna see my muscles? I was like, yeah buddy. And he pulls his pants down.
Oh my God.
And I just looked at him, and I'm like, I just kept brushing my teeth. I didn't even know what to say, because he was so proud, because he was just,
Jake does that too. Like he's so like, every morning, look at this.
here we go.
Yeah. I was like, how can your bad ankle hold that up?
It's that long.
Well, I know his ankle's that weak. It's like a really bad
And so
ankle.
then it's like that conversation I call Clint. I'm like, where did he get this? Like, how, what? Like, reflex muscle? Like, putting all this into, like,
This is so terrible.
so, what about Jake raising girls? How is that? Because, like, Clay, for our youngest, he just doesn't.
No.
He's just like, this one is yours.
Yeah.
I'll take the older one.
Yeah.
It's the male. And so, like, we went on a women's trip, and he was supposed to stay and watch the kids.
Oh.
And she
Wait,
was.
whoa. When did you go on a women's trip?
Oh, it was a family. Well, you're now family.
Did any of you go?
No!
This is interesting. Mother trucking interesting. Sweet no. Co-host family shitter.
Anyways.
No, this is, I'm sure gonna be a terrible story, but terrible friends. Go ahead.
So here we are, going on a women's trip. I'm just gonna sleep for 3 freaking days in Oklahoma City without my kids.
Yep.
And Letty was not. And Clay's like, I can't deal with this child for 3 days. You're gonna just have to take her with you. Yeah. So here I did. I took Letty on a women's trip.
Oh, that's special.
Because that's how Clay deals with the opposite sex.
Yes, just yeah.
Jake gets rid of them.
Jake is similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When those situations arise. Like,
So COVID, I don't know if anybody's heard about COVID, but it was this little virus we had here a while back, and you had to go on lockdown. Okay, I don't know if did you.
Oh, are we like just describing COVID?
No, I'm just describing the lockdown.
Utah.
And we had these extra college people living with us, plus me, plus 3 girls. So we had all this estrogen and all this female energy and all these periods. Okay.
At the same time. You
At
sync
this,
up. You
all
sync
we're
up.
syncing together.
It is the craziest thing, like how that happened.
This is like, when I said
I know what you're talking
98.7% true, this
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, Vivi and Celia would start crying for a week, and I was like, oh, the blood's coming. The blood is coming. It's a murder scene. It's happening. I was like, I know you're gonna get your period, and you're gonna get your period, and I'm gonna get my period, because they have been crying for 2 weeks straight. And Jake is like, what is happening? I was like, we're syncing up. Like, we're setting our Apple Watches. It's go time. Get to the store, Supermax now.
Yeah.
Yes. So Jake gets COVID for 4.5 weeks.
Oh.
And,
Has to be isolated.
Yes.
Yeah.
so, but what happens is, country folk, okay, and we have a septic tank. Okay. Just a second. I take a lot of fault here because I did not have a trash can by the toilet. Okay, so I own a lot of this. Okay.
Are you just now like fessing up to this?
Yeah. Well, that part. I wasn't doing all the other stuff. I was when I say everything was being flushed, everything was being flushed. Wrapper, the overnight pad came in. The overnight pad, the super deluxe tampon with the extra long string, it's all getting flushed. And
We did not train their child.
I was upstairs. I upstairs live, my stuff goes different. Downstairs has to go up a pipe and around a corner, and it gets tricky, okay? I'm sweating thinking about it. So we had company, and they're like, you got a lot of gnats in the bathroom downstairs. Gnats! I was like, kids must have left apple core, because they eat everywhere. Like, they're taking a bath, they're eating, like, they're pooping, they're eating. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I will find the apple core, it's fine. So I'm like searching, I was like, where in the truck is this apple core? There's no apple core. Well then, like, I open up the little sliding closet door to the septic tank. No, the sump pump. That's what it's called. Thank you. I'm not real technical, but this thing that sucks the stuff when stuff gets stuck. And the gnats, they're living a good life.
Oh my God.
They are the happiest gnats I've ever seen in my life, and they are like mass producing. I opened that up up, and it's like going like to a butterfly pavilion. They come fluttering, their wings are so long, and I was like, what is happening? So I said, Jake, I found the gnats. I found the gnats. And he's like, okay. So he comes down. And he's like, I'm gonna go get this tool and that tool and something else, and we're gonna fix it. And I was like, go for it. So he starts taking stuff up. Oh, not good. Like, not good does not describe not good, because this is a cotton-filled murder scene. Like, there are Tampax and overnight pads to the brim of this thing. So, like, you know, all you people have been bitching about COVID, this guy couldn't smell. He couldn't taste. He gets a, like, 5-gallon bucket and a spaghetti ladle. Girls, remember when we had spaghetti? He's ladling this shit out. I have it on video, and I'm going, ooh, and he's like smiling. He's like, I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. And I was like, oh my good God. Like, there could have been a body. Like, I could have put a body in there, and he just scooping it all out. Like, and he's so happy. And I videoed the whole thing, because again, 98.7% true. This happened, and I was like, I don't even know what you do with that now. Oh. Like, where do you dump this now? So I got a special little trash can, I put it by the toilet, and I called the girls that lived with us. I said,
All of them, even the adults? Like, the
only the adults, because I just spent, yeah, only the adults. I said, I need to talk to you about
Was it
something.
the collegian?
Yeah, your
I
girls!
thought it was your kids.
No, they don't have those yet. Overnight at 8, 9, and 10. Golly, oh, Jake would be
This
dead.
makes it even worse.
If we had 3 kids having
When
that
they
right
come
now,
back.
he would be dead.
When they come back, they're running.
Oh yeah, oh no, they should. I called them, I said, I don't know what you're doing right now.
What?
But stop flushing what you've been flushing for the last year and a half you lived here.
Oh,
Who said year and a half? And that happens every month. That happens every month. Yes.
oh my God.
Yes. So I set the phone up like 2 months ago.
How did that conversation go? I just know these two
And
girls.
she goes, I thought you said we could do that. And I said, did you see the pipe that goes up and then takes a hard left? That soaked thing is not going up and around. It's not. I never said do that. I mean, I might have said you could flush the tampons, but I never said flush the overnighters.
Oh my gosh. I don't know, the syncing up thing is the craziest thing.
Yeah,
You're on 16 girls, it's all happening at the same time.
We got a call. I got a call the other day. The oldest is in, what grade? 5th grade.
Okay.
And the mom calls and goes, there's one in that class that's having this stuff. And I was like, do we have lice? She's like, no.
Oh, so now you have to have that talk.
We started having that talk.
When the
Sort of.
girls messed up.
Yeah. But, you know. Anyway, Kevin goes, the little one goes, I don't know why you just don't have to have that once and be done. It doesn't make sense. I was like, you're not kidding. It does not. There's no reason to do that every month. Because we don't do it every month. So why does this need to happen? Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. So unnecessary. So unnecessary. Does BJ need to get warmed up?
Oh yeah.
And by BJ, I mean the musician.
Not,
Nothing else. Hey, I said my mom and dad were here to leave it up. I know. My boyfriend Jared got really excited. He's like, I'm getting warmed up. I'm getting warmed up right now.
I'm trying to think what else we have.
Oh wait, you have cards on your table.
Oh yeah,
And
did
it
anybody
says,
fill any of those out?
if you listen to the podcast and even understand the assignment, the 12 of you that have listened.
Anybody? Yeah, if you have listened to our podcast, you know, Lena says, does anybody fill them out? Show of hands. Yes, thank you, McKenna. Thank you. We'll still let you take some, if you guys listen to, oh my goodness. Okay.
What did you do here,
Yeah, fill it out, and then Lena will give you all of her expert advice because she is the professional out of the two of us.
I'm a professional.
Kind of.
Of sorts.
Yeah, lots of things.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's deep. This one's really deep.
What's supposed to be funny? This isn't
Okay,
like,
well,
okay. No, we gotta do it like we're podcasting.
Oh, okay.
Because we need to let these people understand what they're missing. Yes.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to our podcast,
75% of you are missing
when
this.
I knew we were going somewhere when this big redheaded guy right there that's ordering a beer or something, whatever he's doing. When he called and he's like, this is the best shit that I've ever listened to. And I was like, Lena, did he call you? Because I feel like a rock star. And she's like, oh yeah, he already came to my house.
He drove by the house, he came out and visited. True. True. Yeah. So this is some good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Yeah.
This guy, he's great.
Yeah.
Tim Zinder.
He's
Shout out. Okay, so podcast. Thank you. Good. Okay. This one's a little deep. We might save that one for the
Yeah.
podcast.
Skip.
So, someone is giving you unwanted attention. What do you do? Lena says,
Oh, my ankle. Is that what you meant?
wait,
So one thing
unwanted attention, you're going to give me the backside of you?
Yeah, always. What do you mean? You've seen it. Oh, I do this to Jake all the time. Like I'm supposed to be doing, like being constructive with my time, and he'll walk in the house. I was like, oh, my ankle.
Oh my
And I do this.
gosh.
So we're working out. We're at the Y, and we're like working out, and he's on the treadmill. I didn't even see Koza. I did not even know she was there. And I go like trotting by, and I was like, Jake. I was like, my ankle. And Koza's like, whoa. What are you doing?
Yeah, it was the most awkward
It
moment
was
of
so
my life.
awkward.
Well, and the fact I didn't know that like Jake had that like long flowy hair.
Oh,
And I was like, oh my gosh, who is that? And then he was like looking at you, and I'm like, what is happening?
It's my boyfriend.
Who's that man?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So that's what I do. Is that I feel like that's what the question is geared towards.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Okay,
Ready?
ready?
Yep.
If your bed sheets were a deli meat, what flavor would they be like?
Well, it's chocolate covered strawberry and deli meats because I feel like that's the current to the right deep drawer. Is that what I'm doing? Is that what's happening?
I don't. It's a. I
You
don't
go
know.
deep in the drawer, you get whatever's in there that's in the little tube that has the fruit on it, your back lotion, chocolate covered strawberry. That's what my sheets would be. Is that what you're saying? Is that the question? Did I not understand the question?
Yeah.
No? Did I understand the question? Okay, repeat the question. I'm confused.
I'll enunciate a little bit better. Are you ready?
No.
Lena,
Yes.
if your bed sheets
Bed sheets,
were a deli meat,
deli meat,
what flavor would they be?
yeah, I don't understand.
Well, what kind of deli meat?
What
Is
kind of
it?
meat you like?
What?
What kind of meat you like?
Yeah, what kind of meat do you like?
I think your boyfriend should know the answer to that. I don't know, boyfriend. What kind of meat do I like?
The one that somebody has to hold up with their back?
Yeah, the bad ankle.
Yeah.
That one, the heavy one. I can't understand that question. Skip.
Some of these are really deep. We're gonna put these on
Like
podcast.
crab pepper,
Like
pepper
if you
turkey.
had, if you had 4 hours to live,
4 hours to live. Living it.
what would you do, Lena? Yeah, that's deep.
Can we meet ass back here? Spend 4 hours here doing this?
I would do that.
Yeah, let's do
you
that.
together.
Yeah, we could bring our kids, so we'd have to keep it really nice. Because I was writing notes the other day, and I was keeping it really like, my notes were not like PG-13 so that my brain could work. And then he's like, what are you doing? And she's like grabbing my notes. I was like, I gotta do stuff for my thing. She's like, what thing? I said, it's Sanders, we're going to Sanders. She's like, I like Sanders. I was like, no, not this night, you don't. Like, there will not be any donuts. No one nice is gonna be there. That's not what this is about.
That's like when I make my kids listen to my podcast in the morning every Tuesday on the
You
way
gotta
over.
be kidding.
And Trip will be like, Mom, I don't want to listen to you talk on the radio anymore. And I'm like, Trip, this is what Mom does.
Yeah.
And Letty's like, I like it, Trip, you know, because she's my cheerleader.
My girls say, what station is your podcast on? And I'm like, we're not there yet.
Yeah, not there yet.
Not
sister.
yet.
Not there yet.
Is that all we had? Is that all we got?
Yeah, the other ones we're gonna save those for an episode, unless somebody else has any more.
What's wrong with the snake one?
Oh, Zinder, I can't read your handwriting. Snakes are my friends.
Oh,
You don't like snakes?
I don't like snakes.
I also don't like snakes, rodents, anything that Clay chases me with.
Oh my God. Yes. The sweatshirt's so hot. My ass been sweating so badly. I'm sweating like so bad. And that made me really
Not
uncomfortable.
like actual rodents, not like,
Like,
you know what I'm talking about. Not that snake.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't
snake problem. We had a very serious, again, country life, like a very serious snake problem. And we killed 12 in 3 days, rattlesnakes. And so my dad goes, I got something you might need. He's like, here's a pistol and some birdshot. So, the next time I was out, he's like, I want you taking this every single time you go, and he got me this cute little holster, and I was wearing it on my walks, and I shot 6 times, and the snake was still, like, none of them, and I called him, I said, you didn't give me any birdshot. Like, what was supposed to happen didn't happen. He's like, those are birdshot. So I called Jake, I said, you need to come here, the bullets aren't working. Like, it didn't, like, what? I was here to there, and it didn't, and so he killed it, and he's like, what in the fuck were you doing? And I was like, I was aiming! I was right, I was like that. And he's like, were you looking? I was like, no! That's why he gave me the birdshot. You turn, you do this, and it's dead. And it did not die. And so on the one walk, I go, and there's one, I called Jake and said, you need to come here. This is before I got the gun. I said, I got a snake. And so he comes to get me, and he stops. I said, what are you doing? I'm by the snake. He goes, no, I'm by a snake. And I said, well, hurry up and get here. So he kills that one. Then we killed this one. We drive down the road. We killed another one. And that was the weekend that we killed 12 in 3 days. And I didn't say it's time to move. I just was like, my dad was going to help me out. But, he used to hunt a lot, but he wouldn't take me. So when my mom was pregnant with me, just a second, with me, I thought there'd be like, oh. My dad had this huge beard, kind of like this, And he's like, if it's a boy, I'll shave. If it's a girl, I'm never shaving. I don't know what that was about, but as you can see, he's never shaved. And this was his biggest disappointment, and he never taught me how to hunt or shoot or do anything. So I can't even fend for myself in the country.
Oh my gosh. I can do all that, but then you marry somebody like that, and you just act like you can't do any of that stuff. You're like, I don't like to shoot, I don't like to do anything like that.
Oh, in the dating process, I was a legend. I had head to toe camo, like head to toe camo. I love hunting. Let's go hunting. I love to deer hunt, I love to turkey hunt, I love to dove hunt, I love to pheasant hunt. I love to hunt, okay? So, we go turkey hunting, and we get a turkey, and his grandma's taking a picture, and she's like, oh, this is so exciting. If he keeps you around, maybe you'll be back next year. And I was like, who says that? And so then I was like, you know what, fine. I don't know if I like hunting, because I was like so offended in my camo. I was like, I'm gonna be back. I have camo, I like to hunt. So then Jake's like, he goes hunting all the time, and doesn't invite me. And so like 3 years ago, I said, I wanna go pheasant hunting with you. And he's like, it's really, I don't know if you're gonna have that much fun, it's a lot of work, and it's gonna be 5 hours, and we're gonna be out there all day, and I'm not packing any snacks, and you're not taking a water bottle. And I was like, you're packing snacks, I'm going, and it's gonna be fun. So we go, all right? We start walking into the field. Now, 98.7% true. Jared, you've heard me, boyfriend, tell the story. How long did it take us to get our limit? 45 minutes. Yes. This good luck charm, and I was like, I don't know what the hell you do for 4 hours. This is easy. We can go home now. You can help me clean the house. You can help me wash the carpets. You're done.
Yeah, microman. That's a very solid
That was dumb. That's dumb. You don't go hunting all damn day.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Now you get up, you get your shit done, and you go home and you help your wife clean. This is stupid. So then he's like, well, babe, he does all these things. He has like trap league with his friends, and he was in golf league, and he calls me one day, he goes, so-and-so called, he wants me to do dart league. I was like, that doesn't fucking exist. Dart league does not exist. You made that up to get out of the house, it does not exist. And he goes, no, it does. I was like, okay, if it exists, invite me. Exactly. Really what? He invites me, he's like, okay, you're gonna be my partner. And I was like, this is happening. We're doing something together. We have a date night. And we are going to go to dart league. So they have dart league at the golf course. And that place always intimidates me because I cannot golf, but I'm like, I'm a golfer and a darter. I think that's a word. Like, I dart and golf now just because I went there. So we went there and we walk in. And the first year, it's like all these couples. It's the cutest thing in the world. Like, I was like, this is going to be so fun. So it was super fun. So So like the next time it was time to sign up, my parents were like, we really want you to do this, to have your night out. We'll watch the girls. You guys do Dart League. Here's $40 for your Dart League fee. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. Well, now it's like serious darters. Is that what they're called? Dart people? Dart leagues? Darth Vaders? I don't know. Anyways, it's very serious. So we walk in, and I see people we played before, and I was like, yeah, you. Like that. And Jake goes, what are you doing? We're terrible. And I was like, no, like it's an intimidation thing. And then I see them like lift up their case. And they have like their weighted darts and their dart jackets. And like, I have my letter jacket, they have their dart jacket, and it's like serious. And I was like, and Jake's like, this is gonna be awful. I was like, it's not gonna be that bad, it's gonna be fun. It was terrible. We got beat every single time, and I was like, there was no more wives, because everyone's like, this is serious, it's a real thing. They kicked their wives to the curb, and they got a real partner.
So did Jake keep you around?
No, we quit the league. I mean, we finished that round, because it was paid for, but then it was like, he's like, I don't know if this is really any fun anymore. It was kind of fun. Like, it was fun. Because I was talking smack to everybody, and they were like, this girl's good. And then I played, and they're like, no, she's not. Because I was terrible. Like, terrible. I mean, but it became a big thing. Did you not know? Did people know about the Dart League? They had the golf course. It was a big deal. It was a big deal. Yeah, see, there's some people that play.
I don't know if we have Dart League in Maywood.
Oh, hey, Maywood. Go Wolves.
Yes. Yeah, Wolves.
Yeah, we'll play them. 6 games.
Yeah, in the suburbs of Culberson, and I think Maywood, they're in the same,
Yeah. How many people here live in the suburbs? Culberson,
Maywood, nobody?
Suburbs?
Oh, just the
you
two
guys,
of us.
you guys are inner city folk.
Oh.
No, these are some inner city folk. Yeah.
Well, Lena.
Are we running out of time?
I think so. I
No
think
one wants
BJ,
us to go.
I know. How was it? Let's honest opinion. Okay. Lena, it's all Lena.
Do we have any more?
No, we're gonna save those for the podcast, so then people actually listen.
You have to listen to the
You have to listen
podcast.
to the podcast.
Do we know the name of it?
Okay, girls, what is it? Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That's my team too. Let's give another round of applause for those cuties.
Yes, after tonight, you're going to be able to order, those are our t-shirts. After tonight, you'll be able to order our
These
t-shirts.
are adorable. And don't forget, you guys get to take the cups.
Did you not leave your cup?
If you want the box that came in, I bet Jamie can help you guys out with that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's the dumpster in the back is full.
And I think,
There's more food, more booze. Is that what we're supposed to say?
yeah, and good music. Good
And
music.
amazing
And
music.
So BJ Jameson, shout out. He's my cute little cousin over here. He's not.
He went there. Oh, he's back there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah.
Phenomenal music. So stay around as long as you guys want to and have a good time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you guys.